Have you ever noticed that some foods that used to make you feel good now make you feel heavy, restless, or achy? Maybe your joints hurt the next morning, or your heart races after supper, or you sleep better even after a healthy meal. What if I told you that some fish, even the ones you've trusted for years, might be quietly hurting your health when you turn 60? You might be surprised to realize that the same fish that one doctor says is good for your heart could steadily raise blood pressure, make your joints stiff, or make your memory foggy for someone else. But don't worry, the video today isn't about being afraid. It's all about being clear. When you know which fish to stay away from and which to eat, your heart, brain, and bones can all start working with you again instead of against you. In this video, you'll learn about 3 kinds of fish that might secretly hurt your health after age 60 and 3 others that do the reverse, helping you preserve your heart, improve your memory, and even sleep better at night. And believe me, you'll want to stick with me until the finish. The last healthy fish on our list is one that most people think is safe, but it could be hurting your heart without you knowing it. Before we get started, I have one tiny request. If you're new here, please subscribe to this channel. This channel is just for older people. Every week we provide you easy, natural, and doctor-approved tips that will help you. Help with joint pain, improve heart health, make your bones stronger, make your memory better, and increase your energy levels in a natural way. When you sign up, you'll get simple weekly advice that will help you stay healthy, keep your mind clear, and make your days more autonomous. There will be no convoluted diets or unrealistic promises. So, are you ready to learn which fish can be bad for your health and which ones could help you the most once you turn 60? Let's get started. Why fish is more important. After 60, people have always termed fish the food of life. It's light, has a lot of protein, and is packed of good fats that keep your heart steady and your mind bright. You may have heard, eat more fish. It's good for you, 1,000 times. Yes, it can be. But here's something that most people don't know. As you get older, your body starts to process food differently, even the wonderful stuff. After age 60, everything from detox to digestion slows down a bit. Your metabolism slows down, your stomach makes less acid, and your liver and kidneys, those quiet organs that have been working nonstop for decades, take a little longer to get rid of salt, fat, and hidden poisons. That implies that foods that used to give you energy can suddenly make you weary, bloated, or restless. So, even while fish might still be your greatest buddy, the type of fish you choose is more important than ever. When you were in your 30s or 40s, your body could simply get rid of a little more sodium or trace mercury without even thinking about it. But in your elderly years, the same particles can stay around and discreetly raise blood pressure, make joints stiff, or make sleep less restful than it should be. That's why 2 people can eat the identical seafood meal, and one feels better in the morning while the other feels worse or foggy-headed. Imagine that your body is like a nicely made old engine. It still runs great. It just needs cleaner gasoline and a bit more attention. If you give it the appropriate fish, the gears will hum along nicely. Your heart will beat steadily. Your knees will move effortlessly. And your memory will stay sharp. If you give it the wrong fish, that same engine starts to splutter, your energy drops, your knees hurt, and you can't sleep at night. But this is where most people get it wrong. They think that all fish are good for you, and that's when the problem starts. Margaret is a 68-year-old retired woman from Toronto who believed she was doing everything right until her favorite fish turned on her. She had stopped eating red meat and started eating fish for her heart. At first, she felt better, but after a few months, her cholesterol levels went up and her knees hurt every morning. Her doctor found out that she had largely been eating inexpensive farmed tilapia, which is a fish that is heavy in inflammatory lipids and low in omega-3s. She felt better, and the stiffness went away in a few weeks when she switched to wild salmon and sardines. You may have felt something like that before, when you thought you were making a good choice, but it didn't work out for you. Scientists even have a fun term for fish. They call it mirror food. Why? Because it shows where it originated from. Fish from clean, cold waters are full of healing nutrients. But fish from dirty or overcrowded farms have traces of antibiotics, heavy metals, and inflammatory oils. So, when you choose your seafood, you're essentially picking the ecosystem you want to be in your own body. For generations, the healthiest senior people in the world have quietly followed this reality. Elders in their 80s in Okinawa, Japan, start their days with tiny amounts of grilled fish and vegetables. They have some of the lowest rates of heart disease in the world. Seniors in Norway's rough communities eat herring and trout, two oily fish that keep blood thin and circulation strong even when it's frigid outside. No magic medications or hard-to-follow diets. Just sensible seafood selections made every week. And that's the best part. You don't have to stop eating fish to stay healthy. You only have to make a good choice. Because at this point in your life, every meal either gives you energy or takes it away. The appropriate fish can make the difference between having sore joints and waking up feeling good, between having trouble sleeping and sleeping soundly, and between having a cloudy memory and a clear, confident mind. So remain with me because the next fish is one that millions of people think is good for you. But it could be slowly making your heart age quicker than time itself. Farmed tilapia is the first fish that is bad for your health. Let's start with tilapia, a fish that many older people like because it tastes good and is cheap. Doesn't seem dangerous, does it? But here's something that most folks don't know. Most of the tilapia you buy in stores isn't wild. It's farmed, usually in ponds that are too small for the fish and where they are fed low-quality corn and soy-based feed instead of their natural diet. That meal affects the fish's entire nutrient profile. Farmed tilapia doesn't include good omega-3 fats. Instead, it has a lot of omega-6 fatty acids, which are bad for you. Why is that terrible for you now? Chronic inflammation is one of the main reasons why older people have joint discomfort, heart disease, and even memory issues. A research from Wake Forest University discovered that poorly farmed tilapia may have more bad fats than bacon. Think about how bad a fish is compared to bacon. You might be wondering, but I always grill or bake it. Isn't that okay? Cooking procedure helps a little, but it can't alter the fact that the fish already has too many omega-3 and omega-6 lipids. If you typically wake up with painful knees or swollen joints and eat fish a lot, it might be time to alter your diet. Did you know that one of the best fish for your diet could potentially hurt your joints? Do you eat tilapia a lot? Please let me know in the comments below. Stay with me because the next fish is even more surprising. Doctors used to tell heart patients to eat it. King mackerel, fish number 2. That is bad for your health. You may have heard that mackerel is beneficial for omega-3s. That's true in part, but not all mackerel are the same. King mackerel, especially those from the Gulf of Mexico or the Atlantic, have a lot of mercury in them. Mercury is a hefty metal that stays in your body for a long time. And as we get older, our neurological system is more sensitive to it. Too much mercury can make you tremble, forget things, feel dizzy and tired, and in very bad situations, it can even mess up your heart rhythm. Most folks don't know this. Mercury doesn't leave the body very rapidly. It builds up over time. So eating king mackerel once or twice a week can cause difficulties for a long time. A retired teacher from Florida once told her story in a seminar for seniors' health. She used to consume grilled king mackerel to keep her heart healthy. After a year, she started to feel hazy, lose her balance, and forget simple things like names. Her mercury levels were 4 times higher than usual when they were tested. Her memory got better progressively after she stopped eating mackerel. So, elderly should stay away from king mackerel altogether. If you like mackerel, you should get the Atlantic or Spanish kind instead. They have a lot less mercury in them. Now let's talk about another popular one that a lot of people think is luxurious, but can be bad for older folks. Swordfish is the third fish that is bad for your health. People frequently think of swordfish as a restaurant treat. It's thick, meaty, and filling, but it's also one of the worst fish for seniors because it has a lot of mercury in it. Swordfish has more mercury than virtually any other fish, with a single dish having more than 0.9 parts per million. And because older people process poisons more slowly, this mercury can build up and mess with your memory, coordination, and even your heart rate. You might not see the effects straight away, but if you often feel dizzy, tired, or have an erratic pulse after eating seafood, this could be a hidden explanation. Here's a brief tip. If you really like thick fish steaks, you should try wild salmon or cod instead. They are much safer and have a lot of protein with very little mercury. Now that you know which 3 fish to stay away from, tilapia, king mackerel, and swordfish, let's move on to the fish that can genuinely help your body mend after 60. These are the best things you can do for your joints, memory, and long-term health. Wild-caught salmon, the first fish. That is good for you. Wild-caught salmon is the fish that most warrants the title of superfood for seniors. It has a lot of omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA, that help lower triglycerides, fight inflammation, and keep memory from getting worse. A research in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society indicated that older people who ate salmon twice a week were up to 30% less likely to get Alzheimer's disease than those who didn't. But most folks don't know this. Not all salmon are the same. Alaskan salmon that is captured in the wild has up to 5 times more omega-3 than farmed salmon and a lot less pollutants. Omega-3s are like oil for an old engine. They maintain your joints supple, your arteries fresh, and your mind keen. Salmon isn't only for dinner either. Add some fried salmon flakes to your breakfast omelet or lunch salad. It's light and filling. In Japan, older people commonly eat fish or sardines with rice in the morning. It's one of the reasons that Japan has one of the oldest populations, but also some of the lowest rates of heart disease in the world. Would you eat salmon for breakfast if it was good for your heart? I'm curious, so please tell me in the comments. Keep watching because the next fish can surprise you. It's small, but it has big benefits. Sardines. Fish number 2. That is good for your health. Yes, sardines. These little fish are full of nutrients, especially for older people. They are full of calcium, vitamin D, and B12, which work together to preserve your nerves, boost your energy, and make your bones stronger. Sardines are low on the food chain, therefore they don't build up mercury like huge fish do. You can eat them a few times a week without worry. Here's something that might interest you. People used to call sardines the poor man's fish, but now they're one of the best foods for keeping you young, because they include tryptophan, which helps the brain make serotonin and melatonin. They help keep bones strong, lower the risk of osteoporosis, and increase sleep quality. A senior viewer from Canada once wrote to me, "I noticed that my hands hurt less in the morning after I switched from tuna sandwiches to sardines on whole grain toast. At first, I didn't believe it, but now I adore it. Try olive oil, lemon, and a few herbs on sardines if you want to make them taste better. Don't eat sardines that are in strong sauces or have a lot of extra salt. If you knew that sardines may assist your bones and sleep, would you try them? Stay with me, because the third healthy fish is one that a lot of physicians say is good for your heart. Trout is the third fish that is good for your health. The simple trout, especially the rainbow trout, is one of the cleanest, safest, and healthiest fish for elderly people. It has a lot of protein, omega-3s, and vitamin B12, which help keep you from getting tired and keep your nerves healthy. Most of the time, trout is raised in pristine alpine streams, which means it has much lower amounts of mercury than ocean fish. Also, it's soft, easy to digest, and great for older people who have tooth problems or a sensitive stomach. The best thing about trout, though, is how it helps with circulation. It has omega-3s that keep your arteries flexible and your blood pressure steady, which helps prevent strokes. You may easily cook trout by grilling, steaming, or baking it with lemon and dill. Don't deep fry it, because that takes away most of the advantages. Elderly people in Norway commonly eat trout with boiled potatoes and spinach. It's a simple meal that keeps them full all day. Looking at the bad and good fish, let's put the destructive and the healing aspects of things face to face for a moment now that we've looked at both. When you know why some fish make your body work harder and others help it thrive, eating becomes real self-care. Let's start with the three that are most likely to be dangerous: tilapia, king mackerel, and swordfish. They sound safe, even classy, but they might be bad for an aging body. Tilapia from farms may look light and healthful, but it typically has lipids that cause inflammation and make your joints hurt. King mackerel is tasty but has a lot of mercury, which might make you forget things and raise your blood pressure. And swordfish looks great on the dish, but it has poisons that your liver shouldn't have to filter anymore. Now think about the sea's heroes: trout, sardines, and wild salmon. These aren't simply foods. They're meals that are really natural medications. They give your heart the nutrients it needs, soothe inflammation, help you stay focused, and assist your cells heal themselves every day. Bad fish just fill you up, while good fish help you heal from the inside out. Bad fish make you feel slow. Excellent fish boost your energy, keep your mood consistent, and help you remember things. Your kitchen, not the pharmacy, is where healing starts. But what really happens in your body when you make that change? You might be surprised by the outcomes. Good omega-3 fats start to lubricate your joints, decrease your triglycerides, and smooth your blood flow in just a few weeks. You sleep better, your morning stiffness goes away, and your thoughts are a little faster. Your plate truly becomes your medicine cabinet. Picture two grocery bags. One has shiny, appealing tilapia, swordfish, and king mackerel, but it's also a little dangerous. The other has wild salmon, sardines, and trout. It's simple, cheap, and full of regeneration. Which basket would you like to take home? Next time you go shopping, here's a simple tip. Don't eat king mackerel, swordfish, or tilapia. Pick trout, sardines, or wild salmon. You can print it off, tape it on your fridge, or keep it on your phone. Just one look will save you years of joint pain and tiredness. And when you don't know what to do, say this simple mantra: eat fish that swims with you, not against you. That one line can help you make better choices for the rest of your life. Stay with me, because next we'll talk about something that most people get wrong. Not which fish to eat, but how often and how much. And getting that balance just right makes a big difference. How many fish should older people eat? So, how often should you appreciate these aquatic friends? Most people don't know how simple and vital the answer is. Experts say you should consume fish 2 to 3 times a week, with each dish being approximately the size of your hand and weighing about 4 ounces. That provides you all the omega-3 benefits without putting too much stress on your body. It's not only how much you eat, it's also the variety. Your body loves to move about. Eat salmon one day, sardines the next, and trout later in the week. Salmon is good for the heart and brain, sardines are good for strong bones and sleep, and trout is good for circulation and energy every day. The way you cook matters too. Gentle heat keeps nutrients alive, whereas strong heat kills them. So let the fish breathe by grilling, baking, or steaming it. Don't deep fry. It kills the omega-3s and adds bad fats that your heart doesn't need. And don't forget how powerful matching may be. Mix fish with nutritious grains and bright vegetables. Grilled salmon with broccoli steamed in olive oil. Sardines on whole grain bread with a squeeze of lemon. Trout with spinach and brown rice. Every mouthful gives your body a tune-up. Lemon juice has vitamin C in it, which helps your body absorb more of the beneficial fats. A slight squeeze of lemon juice makes the benefits even greater. A simple reminder for people who are taking medicine. Before you add more fatty fish or omega-3 supplements to your diet, talk to your doctor if you are taking heart or blood-thinning medicines. This will keep everything in balance. One last thing I learned from cultures that live by the sea. Many older people eat fish for lunch or an early dinner when their digestion is healthiest. Then they eat mild veggies or soup to close the night, which lets the body rest and heal while they sleep. So keep in mind that your lifelong balance is 2 to 3 meals a week, prepared slowly, partnered judiciously, and enjoyed in a variety of ways. That's how you make fish into medicine for your body and mind that lasts. Next up is the inspiring summary that brings everything together, along with a few last advice to help you keep your heart and memory strong for years to come. Let's briefly go over what we learned today. After age 60, these 3 fish can be bad for your health. 1. Farmed tilapia might make you sick and hurt your joints. 2. King mackerel has a lot of mercury, which is bad for your brain and heart. 3. Swordfish has a lot of poisons and mercury in it. After 60, these 3 fish can help your health. 1. Wild-caught salmon is good for your heart and memory. 2. Sardines help with bones and sleep. 3. Trout is good for your blood flow and energy. When you go shopping for seafood next time, remember that it's not just about how it tastes. It's also about how long it will last. What you eat now will affect how your heart beats tomorrow. And now I want to know, what fish do you eat the most? Will you change anything after hearing this? Please leave a remark below with your opinions. I read every one of them. Please like, share, and subscribe if this video helped you. If you sign up, you'll get weekly suggestions developed particularly for seniors. These tips will help you live longer, healthier, and happier after age 60. As long as you eat the appropriate foods, your best years may still be ahead of you. Thanks for watching. In the next video, we'll talk about the top 5 foods